Admins and ambassadors, sit back and relax. You're in for a full fire talk.
So I just met Dr. Fantastic. I can happily say that he is absolutely on to something. The Be Fantastic movement can move the needle for a lot of people in this world and move the needle for the world and make it a better place. You should pay attention to him.
Fantastic morning to everyone. Sit back, relax, pour yourself a cup of coffee, a fantastic cup of coffee, and you're in store for a little treat this morning. Because this will be my first speech to my new WhatsApp group admins. I'm so happy. In 1 week, we have 25 countries that have formed WhatsApp groups in 6 cities. And so this is instead of getting you all together at once, because we all have schedules and we're working, you can watch this late at night in bed or anytime you like. It's a description of what we're doing. Hopefully you've been to drfantasticsworld.com where you can find my bio, because why should you listen to me? Well, there's a lot of good reasons. I've been around the world. I've done a lot of things. I'm an old man. I'm wise. I'm kind. And I think you already know, that's why you're an admin, that we have something very special here to offer the world. So on that website is my bio and my mission statement and lots of projects that are all designed to promote the Be Fantastic philosophy, which I'm going to talk about today. Give you the full dissertation, the full speech. So also on Be Fantastic Today, the original site, that's more for the blogs, the thousands of videos that I've created over 556 days now. This is my 556th day since leaving California on a mission to go around the world and teach kindness to the young people and remind the old people that kindness counts. You know, choose kindness. That's our mission. You guys are part of a very important mission. And I hope more people join in, because this will be posted on YouTube. So anywhere in the world, you can join in your city, if it's not taken, in your country, if it's not taken. India just got taken by a Reverend George. It's fantastic. He has India. Well, I told him that's a big responsibility because there's only one person, one admin per country. Now you could have cities, of course, and then maybe villages and towns and churches. But the more groups we have, the more we could spread the Be Fantastic philosophy. It's a philosophy that will change your life. It's a philosophy that will change the world, and it'll actually reduce the red code that we have, the code red that the world's in. 3 simple commitments that I'll go through in a minute. So anyway, on Be Fantastic Today are blogs that I write. They are my radio show, my cooking shows, all kinds of different things. Motivational quotes from people in history, read by regular people. Inspirational slogans. I mean, it's a lot to take in. That's why I say you maybe have to pour a second cup of coffee. It's a lot of information. I've been doing this for 3 years now. And it's very rewarding. It's so rewarding. Kindness is like karma. It comes back at you in ways you don't know. Most people typically don't do something kind unless there's a reward. Donate to my charity, someone will say. And that person will say, well, what do I get? That's what they always say. What do I get? Well, you get a big party, and there's a band, and there's raffle prizes, and it's a good cause, and blah, 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 and you feel great, and that's what you get. There's people that donate millions of dollars anonymously. I tell you, me, if I'm going to donate $1 million, I want people to say, thank you, Dr. Fantastic. That's just maybe my ego. We all have egos. Keep them in check. And another thing, you don't want to wish fame or fortune on your worst enemy. Keep that in mind. I go around the world. I've been around the world a couple of times, and I ask people what would make them happy. And a lot of people say $1 million. Believe me. There are thousands of people in America that will attest when they won the lottery, they regretted it. Because money is the root of all evil. And money will destroy people. It destroys families and friendships. Believe me, I know the richest people in the world, literally. I've been on the biggest yachts and the biggest mansions. And I've met the most famous people. Lots of movie stars and sports stars and kings and princes and presidents. And you don't want to have fame or fortune. The poorest people are the kindest and the richest because they have lots of friends. And their friends like them for them, not for their money. I had a big yacht. 12 years I had a huge yacht. 22 meters, 65 feet. Lots of parties. Everyone loved partying on my yacht. And when I sold my yacht, I didn't get many calls. I got lots of calls all those years I had my yacht because people wanted to party on my yacht. So in my talks, no two talks are ever the same because I could talk on a lot of different subjects. Marriage, work, because life hasn't changed since the dawn of man. We want certain things in life, happiness, companionship, but don't think that money's going to solve your problems. Okay, so let's get to what we are offering the world. And thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, because there's now women involved. Fantastic. Being an admin is very important because now you're my voice. People will come to you to hear what the Be Fantastic philosophy is all about. So you need to know what it's about. And that's why doing a little homework, going to my websites, watching my videos on Be Fantastic YouTube show are important. The more you know, in life, the more you know, the easier life is. I've worked in 99 different professions in my life. People go, that's ridiculous. Well, 5th grade, I sold hot toothpicks. 6th grade, I picked grapes. I ran companies. I created charities. These are all different things that someone got paid for. I built a silo in Iowa. I ran a snow machine in Switzerland. I was a waiter in Florida. I was a Portuguese dubber in Brazil. I've done lots and lots of things, so I could talk on a lot of different things. And I like to talk because I like to share my knowledge with the world. And I'm sharing my knowledge through you, my admins. And I invite people who aren't an admin to send a text or an email to Dr. Fantastic and join the crusade, join the movement, endorse the philosophy. It's going to change your life. We are going to change the world. And it's by encouraging people to adopt 3 commitments. Okay, you ready for the commitments? And I'll deviate as I go along. The most important commitment in the world to you as an individual, because you are the most important person in the world, is to be kind to yourself. You must, first and foremost, be kind to yourself. If you've ever been on an airplane, when the oxygen mask drops, they say, put it on first, then help others. That's the analogy of life. You come first. And what does being kind to yourself mean? It means you don't beat yourself up. You don't tear yourself down. You tell yourself, and then they say, you should say, what is that word? Positive things in the mirror. I am healthy, I'm happy, I'm beautiful, I'm kind, I'm fantastic. Every morning in the mirror. Because if you say things out loud, it convinces your subconscious. So saying I am fantastic will convince your subconscious that you are. And you are. Okay, so being kind to yourself, what does that mean? It means loving yourself. Accepting yourself as you are. Women, I shouldn't just say gender specific, but it goes for men too, with curly hair want straight hair. And they pay a fortune at the beauty salon to have that done. Women with straight hair, like my wife, pay a fortune to have it curled. No, that's vice versa. She had curly hair, she wanted straight hair. So confusing. I was married 38 years. What do you want? If you're fat, you're fat. People love fat people. If you're bald, like me, you're bald. Embrace what you have. Love what you have. I like to use Danny DeVito, a famous actor in America. Basically, he's short, fat, and ugly. Sorry, Danny, if you're watching this. But he's happy. He found a love because he loves himself. You have to love yourself. Accept as you are. Accept your age. Accept everything. Young people want to be older. They want to grow up too fast. Old people want to be young again. Enjoy every day. Every day is a fantastic day to be on the top side of the grass. Okay, so love yourself. You come first. What else about being kind to yourself? Sometimes I get distracted. Excuse me. It's a lot to say. There's a lot in my mind here, you know. But you get the idea. Love yourself. So that's the first commitment, the most important one. Okay? Second commitment, the second most important one in your life is to be kind to all others, all races and creeds and colors, all creatures. You know, as far as creatures go, don't buy shark fin soup. They're killing sharks just for their fin, and they throw the body back in the water, which could feed thousands of people in many poor countries. And they do it for greed. Greed is what's destroying the world. Don't buy endangered woods. They're cutting down trees that live for 1,000 years to make a profit. Greed. Greed's killing our planet. Don't eat endangered fish. Okay, like the sharks. But when you're kind to others, you're going to say kind words. That was our fourth commitment, by the way, is say the word fantastic. Because the word fantastic carries with it energy, positivity, kindness, and love. It's a fantastic word. It's defined in the dictionary as meaning unimaginably great and beautiful. You guys are fantastic for putting the time and effort to be admins in this mission of ours. It's going to take a lot of time and commitment, but you're going to be rewarded. You're going to be rewarded greatly down the line, financially, but right now, emotionally and mentally. It's fantastic to do what I'm doing. I'm not doing this for money. I don't want money from this. This is my gift to the world. Out of 67 years on living on the planet, I've combined all my knowledge and the knowledge from the thousands of people I've met into 3 commitments. So be kind to everyone. Don't fight. A fight is never worth it. I've known people in jail for murder from a fight, a stupid fight over a spilt beer or someone bumped into you. Do not fight. Walk away from a fight. Be strong. You know, don't let your ego get in the way that you have to defend something or someone. Walk away from a fight. It's always going to be regretted. You can always, if you can do the do-over like I did in school, do the takeover at school, I think, or do-over, you won't do it. You won't do the fight. And arguing. What do they say? Count to 10 before you do an argument, or count to 10 before you say something. Don't argue. You know what drives your wife or husband crazy when they want to argue? Tell them, you're right, honey. Drives them crazy. Why argue? And fighting are negative emotions and negative feelings. It's negative. One of the things to be a fantastic person is to be positive. Be positive about yourself, like being kind to yourself. Always be positive. Did I say that before? Being positive? It's huge. Be positive. Oh, by the way, do not associate with negative people or negative thinking. Very cancerous. Now that you know Dr. Fantastic and you have a negative friend, but he's your friend for life, you need to get rid of him. But now you have an excuse. What you do is you go to your friend or family member and say, listen, Dr. Fantastic gave me the prescription for a happier and longer life. I need to delete and get rid of all negativity in my life. I love you. You're my friend. We've been friends for life. Here's the deal. Be negative to everyone else in your world. It doesn't matter to me. But in my world, I want you to be positive. I want you to send me positive texts. And when I talk to you, tell me about positive things. I don't want the negativity. Now, that's just a suggestion. I think it'll make your life a lot easier, a lot stressless if you are eliminating negativity. It's just my opinion. And again, all this is my opinion. Now, it's worked for thousands of people. You know, we have 1,866 ambassadors. We have tens of thousands of people that know about the philosophy that aren't necessarily an ambassador. There's thousands of people that watch the YouTube. So what I'm saying works. By the way, I hope it's recording. I'm a one-man show. You know, now I have a great team of admins, but this recording, it could have stopped 5 minutes ago. I'm talking to a unrecording camera. So, be kind to others. Open doors for people. Some people don't say thank you. By the way, being kind is saying thank you and saying you're welcome and saying please. Well, it sounded like it went off. Hold on, let me check it. Let me check this real quick. Nope, we're good. By the way, I have thousands of videos, and you will notice that every one of my videos is one take. I don't do a second take. I don't do a rehearsal, and I don't do an edit. They're just me from my heart, just showing you what I've seen: the pyramids, the museums, the national parks, interviews with billionaires and scientists and doctors and taxi drivers. You know, lots of great stuff on Be Fantastic YouTube. Anyway, so where was I? Let people into traffic. Here's a great example. I love in my speeches to give this. You drive into an interview. You got to get that interview. You need that job. You need that money. You're in traffic. It's bumper to bumper. Maybe you're late. Someone wants to get into traffic, and you say no, because you got to get to that interview. So you sit there, and you know he's looking at you or she, because you didn't let him in, and that's not really nice. It's not kind. But I come first. Coming first is one thing. Being kind to others, there's a gray area there. So you hear the story out. So you don't let them in. You get to the interview, and guess who's the interviewer? It's the person. How is that person going to look at you? Now, conversely, because you're a kind person now, you're in traffic, you're late, but still, it's going to take 5 seconds to let someone in. Really, come on, give me a break. So you let that person in because you're kind. They feel great, you feel great. You're 5 seconds later, but come on, 5 seconds, people. I know all we have is time in life, but please be kind. It takes time to be kind, okay? So you get to the interview, and that's the person interviewing you. How are they going to look at you? They're going to hire you. By the way, speaking of being kind, when you go into an interview, there's going to be 100 people as good as you are, and some better than you are, and the person is going to ask you, how are you? Everybody, every day, in every country, when they greet someone, they say, how are you? It's a 650-year-old question. I might as well tell you, because you're an admin, you have to know the whole story. It's a 650-year-old question that was designed to save your life. By the way, let me finish this first story. Say you're fantastic. That will stand you above all the rest, because everybody wants to deal and know fantastic people. A lot of you joined just because you saw the word fantastic. How cool is that? At any rate, so where was I? So it's a 653-year-old question. And it was invented, it's kind of apropos that this, I'm telling you this now, it was invented to save your life. And it was during the Black Plague when 200 million people died. If you got close to a friend or anyone, back then, you died. So they invented a question to save their life. It was a very important question. And it wasn't asked, it was shouted from a great distance. You'd yell to your friend, how are you? From a great distance, save your life. And there was only 2 answers back then when that question came out. They'd either yell back, I got it! That wasn't what you didn't want to hear. Or they would yell back the correct answer, or the fantastic answer, I'm well! They didn't say I'm good, I'm okay, I'm fine, so-so, can't complain, not bad, great, awesome, wonderful, blessed. They didn't say any of those answers. They said, I'm well. It was a question that was very important. Some countries don't ask, how are you? They say, how was your meal? Or have you eaten? Those are some Asian countries, because when that question was invented, nobody was eating. So it was like, you walked up to a friend, did you eat today? It was like, cool, you got a meal? So anyway, now you know where the question, how are you, comes from. I encourage everyone, no matter how bad you're feeling that day, when someone says, how are you? Because it's a giving thing. It's an act of kindness to say, I am fantastic. You are fantastic. You're doing a fantastic job, right? Let's have a fantastic world, everybody. And when you say goodbye to someone, everyone says, have a good day. Everyone says, have a good day. Say, have a fantastic day. I'm trying to get the corporations of the world, the McDonald's, the Taco Bells, the Starbucks, the hotel chains, when they say goodbye to a customer or you hang up a phone, say, have a fantastic day. Fantastic spreads energy, positivity, kindness, and love in one word. One of my big things in my speeches, words matter. Words are so important. And kind words, see, the 4th commandment was say fantastic, or say kind words, fantastic being the kindest. I rolled that into commitment 2. Because when you say kind words, you're not saying it to the furniture, you're saying it to someone else. So that's being kind to others. Hello is a kind word. Thank you, please, you're welcome, you're fantastic. Have a fantastic day. Those are kind things to say to people, you know. And being kind to others is, you know, doing random acts of kindness. Oh my goodness, I've got lots of videos of random acts of kindness. We're going to start a video area on Be Fantastic today where people can put up videos. Just click a button and record a kind video. That'll be kind of cool. And if you have suggestions, I'm open for suggestions. I'm open for criticism. Don't just tell me I'm doing a fantastic job. Say, Dr. Fantastic, you're screwing up here. You're doing this wrong. You know, blah, blah, blah. This is my warning right in the background to record a motivational quote for the morning. Every morning I put out a motivational quote on YouTube, live on YouTube, and live on Facebook. Anyway, so getting back to being kind to others. I can talk for another hour on being kind to others. So important because we have to live with others, okay? And the creatures. Be nice to dogs and cats. Don't you know, anyway, so I'm getting a little distracted here with the music. Okay, so now let's get to the third and most important. Again, I missed some points here, but it's okay. No two speeches are the same. But I think you're getting the idea about kindness. Choose kindness. We need everyone to choose kindness. So the third and most important commitment, because being happy is not going to work if we don't have a planet or an atmosphere that we can breathe to be happy in. So the third commitment could actually reduce global warming and save the world. And that's be kind to our environment, our planet. And how do you be kind? Reduce energy. Walk every once in a while. Ride a bike. Take public transportation. Use less water. Don't recycle, reuse. Okay? There's lots of things. Don't litter. 4.7 trillion cigarette butts get thrown on the ground each year. Each year. 4.7 trillion. And guess what? It's one cigarette butt at a time. Oh, it's terrible. And those cigarette butts eventually get to the ocean and kill the fish. So you're not being, that's commitment 2, not being kind to others. Cigarette butts. Oh my. And some cigarette butts have started forest fires. And just regular fires. And killed people and ruined homes. And destroyed many lives. Because it was one person did that. One person at a time throws a cigarette butt. 4.7 trillion a year. Plastic bottles. We have islands of plastic bottles in our oceans and seas. Islands, size of states. And they were thrown on the ground one at a time. Litter. Oh my goodness, the litter in these poor countries. You know, and we're teaching our kids to litter. They see mom and dad litter, so they litter. We must be accountable for our own actions. The governments aren't going to clean up the world. The corporations aren't going to clean up the world. It's you and me that are going to clean up the world. Being accountable for our own actions. Don't litter. Don't pollute. There's lots of ways. You know, do you really need a new shirt? You know, buying less things. You know, I used to have lots of things in my life. Again, the yacht, the big house, the fancy cars. And I gave them all up. I don't need things anymore. I need moments. To me, this is a fantastic moment. Sharing this philosophy, this mission, this movement with you. Because if I die tomorrow, I hope you can carry it on. And I might die tomorrow. We all die. Never be afraid of death and never be afraid of failing. This is my biggest challenge in my life. I've done a lot of fantastic things in my life. I've had a fantastic life. I've raised beautiful children that were successful and stars on the tennis tour. I had a wonderful wife for 38 years. Fantastic friends. But I've given all that up to give a gift to the world. The Be Fantastic philosophy is my gift to the world. Now, I'm selfish a little bit. I'm a little bit selfish. There's a reason, many reasons why I'm doing this. But my main reason, to make people happy. But I want to win the Nobel Peace Prize. I want to win the Nobel Peace Prize, and I wanted to win it since 1980 when I produced Ray Charles in concert on his 50th birthday. I created the Foundation for World Harmony. It's a 501c3, one of my 2 charities I created. The other one was for Veterans in America. That was very successful. But since traveling, I've let that fall off because I like challenges. This is my biggest challenge in my life, to make the world a better place, to make it a kinder place, to make it a cleaner place. And I need you admins to help me with that, to know everything I'm saying now, to be able to give this speech to everyone you know, to the schools that you know, to the companies that you know, to spread kindness, to tell people to choose kindness. I might have a heart attack right now. This tape hopefully goes around the world and creates more kindness. Because when you choose the 3 commitments in your life, and today again is the first day of the rest of your life, choose kindness, you will live longer, you will look better, you'll feel better, you'll be more successful in business and in personal relationships, and not only all that, but you're going to make the world a kinder, better place for everyone. It's a giving thing, to give and not to receive. It's such a fantastic thing to be able to teach people these 3 commitments. Again, you're going to see it in 4. 4 is too many to remember. 3 you can remember. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to others. Be kind to the environment. Are you getting it yet? And so the reason I'm making this video is because a lot of you are inviting your friends in without telling them what's going on. They come in, they go, what's going on? And they want to know in 30 seconds what's going on. I've just been talking for 10 minutes and I haven't covered it all. You hear what I'm saying? So I want to travel the world. Well, I've been traveling the world 556 days. I got stuck not stuck, but I'm in Sharm el-Sheikh, Egypt, because I ran out of money. I didn't think the whole thing through because I gave all my money to my wife. We were divorced because I don't need money. On my wits. See, the more you know, the more valuable you are. Okay, on my travels throughout America, 18,000 miles, 22 states, a video every day or more, I got hired to be an international courier. That became actually that's my last gig, 99, to travel to Ukraine to deliver the cure for COVID. I got hired. They paid me. They paid my flight. They paid me money. My 99th career. My 98th career was the most rewarding of my life. And I was Santa Claus. Wait till you see those videos. I grew a full beard for a year because my grandkid one year said, Santa doesn't have a short beard. So I grew a full beard for a year. When you grow a full beard and you don't have Santa outfit on, you look like a bum. So I suffered through other people's opinions for a year because I looked like a bum. Now, I forgot to tell you, in commitment number 1, your opinion is the only one that matters. What you think of me is your opinion. Your opinion typically has an agenda for you. What your parents and your friends think of you has an agenda for them. So literally, your opinion is the only one that matters because you have to live with yourself. I think, therefore I am. If you think you're beautiful, you are. If you think you're ugly, you are. If you think you're successful, you are. If you think you're a failure, you are. Rene Descartes said it best. I think, therefore I am. Commitment number 1. How did I miss that one? There's a lot in each one of these commitments that cover really the whole gamut of the world. All our problems. We won't have wars if we follow commitment 2, being kind to others. How could you have a war if you're being kind to others? How? So again, I could probably talk for 5 hours on each one of these, but you guys have busy schedules, but I think I'm getting the point across. This is called a fire talk. Fantastic, inspirational rejuvenation experience. I want you to look at life a little differently. You should look at life a little differently through a positive prism. Look at life in a positive manner. I can't see any negative. I don't see negative. I won't allow myself to see negative. I just won't allow it. People say, oh, you got to feel negative. You got to feel depressed. You got to cry. I don't believe that. You got to do what you want to do. Be happy. The secret to life is jumping out of bed in the morning looking forward to your day. That's the secret to life. When you jump out of bed every morning looking forward to your day, you're going to have fun because you enjoy what you're doing. When you have fun, you're going to do it well. And when you do something well, someone eventually is going to pay you for it. If you're an artist, find someone, a mate that will support you while you do your art. And don't dump them after you're successful. Please, people. A lot of people, I want to be a lawyer. So the wife supports them till they're a lawyer. They get to be a big fancy lawyer, and then they dump the wife for the hot model. I can go on and on and on and on. I hope you're enjoying this. I enjoy sharing it. I know it's probably 2 or 3 cups of coffee to get through it all. And it goes on and on. I mean, I could tell stories. And I hope to do this live because then I could interact. People could ask me questions. I want to go through Africa. You guys are doing a fantastic job writing the World Bank. If you know any production companies that want to do a documentary, that'd be fantastic. I have written a portion of one on Dr. Fantastic's World. You can read my novel and buy my novel on drfantasticsworld.com. The Monument for Humanity, people, you guys are going to be part of the Monument for Humanity, one of my projects. It's going to be the tallest statue in the world at 777 feet tall. It's going to have a museum in it that depicts mankind from 50,000 BC to the space age. It's a huge monument. It's going to have 2 restaurants and an observation deck in the globe. You can read all about it on Dr. Fantastic's World and BeFantasticToday.com. But it's a monument that's going to represent humanity. It's called the Monument for Humanity. And it's a male and a female, which represent our species. And they're intertwined, which represents there's only a 5% difference in our species. They're holding a globe of the world, which represents embracing and protecting our planet. They're standing on a step pyramid, which represents strength because it's the strongest structure man has ever built, a step pyramid. It's got a lot of symbolism in it. It'll be a world-class destination. I'd like to see 7 of them in all 7, each one in each continent on the planet. Let's start with Africa in Cape Town or someplace, because Africa is the oldest continent on the planet. I look forward to going through all 51 countries, giving these speeches, and getting the whole country together to be kind, and showing the world what a country can do. I showed what cities can do. This city here I'm in has 668 ambassadors of positivity. I'm a celebrity here. I go around town and everyone shouts out Dr. Fantastic or Mr. Fantastic. Most of them call me Mr. Fantastic. And it makes them smile. It makes them feel great in that 1 second, even though they're poor and they're broke and they're out of work, and they yell out, Dr. Fantastic, and they feel fantastic. So I'm going to go around the world with this message, with this mission, with this movement, with this philosophy. And you, thank you so much. 25 countries in 1 week. In 1 week. And you all know someone in another country. Invite them. And they know someone. We're all 6 degrees of separation. And one day we're going to have some influencers join us. And one day some celebrities will take time out of their busy lives and endorse us. And one day the governments are going to let me stand on the UN stage and give this speech. Because everyone needs to hear this speech. Everyone needs to be accountable for their actions. Not to litter, to use less energy to save the planet. To be kind to themselves and others. I can only say it so many times, but gotta drill it home. You know? I'm drilling it home for everyone. I'm passionate about it. This is my gift to the world. A lot of energy and a lot of money went into this. I don't want to make money. I don't need to be rich. I want to eat 3 meals a day. Really nice ones, though. And I want to stay in a nice hotel as I travel around the world. And I want to give fantastic speeches. That's what I want to do. Help me do that. You guys are fantastic. To give the energy that you've given. Some of you are going to drop out because it's going to be a lot of work. And I hope that when we get funding, we all get paid for this. Wouldn't it be great if you got paid to help? But it's a volunteer position at this point. There's this little, what is that, a bug? No, it's a lint. I don't like bugs. At any rate, I hope you enjoyed this brief description of the Be Fantastic philosophy. Thank you so much for being part of it. We're going to make history. We are going to make history. The ones that are watching this on YouTube that aren't an admin or aren't an ambassador, text or email me your name, your country, or your city if it's available. We'll see. And let's get millions of people sharing these words. Okay? I can't do it alone. There's no I in team. I need your help. And I thank you for your help. This is, again, for the admins. 25 countries in a week. I'm so happy. You guys are all fantastic. And some really, you guys are really fantastic. As you know, I'm sending around the list of all the ambassadors, all the admins. And I want you to give me a little description of what you're doing and how you want to help and any advice and suggestions. So let's have some fun with this. You got to have fun in life. This can't be work. If it's work, drop out. If this is work to you, drop out. If being kind is not fun for you, drop out. We only want kind people. We only want giving people. We only want people that want to see their grandchildren have air to breathe in. And if individuals take accountability, we won't have litter. We won't have pollution. We won't have wars. It could be a fantastic world. In closing, the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia is building a $500 billion city called The Line in Saudi Arabia. Now, it's a new city with new technologies, off the grid, fantastic. And I'm hoping to get to him, help me get to him, because when you start a new city with new technologies, start with a new principle. And that's a principle of kindness. Everyone has to be kind or they're not allowed to work or live in that city. Wouldn't that be something? In Turkey, I'm told that, or in the past, they chopped off your hand if you stole. And they shot you if you did drugs. That's a pretty good deterrent to doing those kind of things. If in a new city, when it's designed properly, with kindness in mind, if you're not kind, leave the city. We want kind people in the city. I know it's maybe idealistic, but it's possible. Don't fight, argue, belittle, tease, or bully. Did I mention bullying in being kind to others? Don't bully. People who bully, kids, this is for kids. They are weak individuals that need other people to support their ego while they tease someone. Teasing and bullying are meanness. They're cruel. You know the best movie on kindness is Cinderella. She is the epitome of kindness. She is on top of the world on the kindest person in the world, Cinderella. That's what you want to model your life as kindness. Forgiving people. That's to be kind to others, is forgiving. People will fight for their family members for 20 years. They don't talk to them over a stupid fight at the dinner table or some stupid thing that they did. Forgive them. Kindness is forgiving. Kindness is the most important human trait we have. Choose kindness. Choose to be part of this fantastic philosophy, this fantastic movement. And when there's a billion people doing what you guys are doing now, the world will be a better place. This is for you, world. If I die tomorrow, again, I'm going to die soon. I don't care. Oh, by the way, you can't have fear dying or failure in what you're doing here. Fear, F-E-A-R, stands for false endings appearing real or false expectations appearing real. That's fear. Have no fear in life. And fail, F-A-I-L, is first attempt in learning. Don't be afraid to fail. When you rode the bike, you fell down, you scraped your knee up, you put a Band-Aid on it, and you got back on that bike and you rode it again. Don't be afraid to fail. I'm not being afraid to fail on this. I've got 3 years invested in a lot of money. I'm not going to fail, not with your help. And I won't fail. If it only remains as it is for the rest of my life, I've touched a lot of lives. I've made a lot of people happy. Every day someone thanks me for my words and my actions and my kindness. I'm so happy. I want you to be happy too. Thank you again. I can't thank you enough for being part of this. Tell your friends to be part of it. Tell your family to be part of it. Say, have a fantastic day at the end of every conversation. If you're not feeling well, look in the mirror and say, I am fantastic. It releases endorphins, dopamine, and serotonin. These neuromessaging units reduce stress. So every time you say the word fantastic with a little enthusiasm, you live 5 minutes longer. That's science. And when you laugh, a lot of people laugh when they hear you're fantastic. That's fantastic because you let them live an hour longer. I didn't make this stuff up. Science says when you reduce your stress by a smile, you live 5 minutes. You extend your life by 5 minutes and an hour when you laugh. Fantastic is the only answer to the 653-year-old question, how are you, that puts a smile on your face. Good, okay, well, fine, all right, so can't complain, not bad, not too bad. You're living the dream, blessed, incredible, magnificent. None of those answers make you smile. They sound great. Some of them sound great. Some sound... What I really love is when someone says, how are you? They say, not too bad. What the heck does that mean? Not is a negative. Too bad is a negative. So that means yesterday they were bad and today they're not too bad? I mean, words matter. Fantastic is the best word you can use in your life. Be fantastic. What you want to be, you can be. Be fantastic. So if you made it through this dissertation, you are fantastic. Congratulations. At the end of it is my little trailer on all the places and things that you can see on my videos. They're all categorized on Be Fantastic Today. At the end of that is my original animation on what the problem with the world is, the overcrowdedness, the greed. And you could counter all that by being kind and saying the word fantastic. Peace out. My good friend, my billionaire friend, John Paul DeGioia would always say peace, love, and happiness. That's his charity. I was his captain on his yacht, another of my careers. My wife used to say, don't tell people how many things you've done. I'm proud of how many things I've done. Because once I did it, I didn't do it again. You know, I built a silo. It took 3 months in Iowa. 120-foot structure. 3 months of hard labor. And I looked at it at the end and I said, that's fantastic. Did I build a second one? No, I already built one. I had the best job in Switzerland as a snow machine operator for the Schatzalp Hotel, winter of 72. The best job in all of the town, maybe all of Switzerland, running a snow machine. People would die for that job every winter to keep it for the rest of their life. I did it for one winter. I did it. You know, challenges are fantastic. Life is fantastic. You are fantastic. Be fantastic. Thanks for watching. Again, I can go on for hours. You got to get back to work. So hopefully you got through at least one cup of coffee on this. The logo. Let me end with the logo. The logo is very important. The bee is the most important insect on the planet. It pollinates our flowers, our plants, and it cultivates our fields. Now, you as an ambassador are the bee. Because now you must pollinate positivity and cultivate civility. Be kind to yourself and others in the planet, and be civil, which is being kind to others. The bee. Be fantastic. You know, so the first logo was Be Fantastic. Nobody got it. So then I put Be Fantastic on the logo, as you can see here, Be Fantastic, or behind me, Be Fantastic. And then people go, well, why not two E's on B? Well, it's not be fantastic, it's be fantastic. Be kind. Be nice. Be generous. Be thoughtful. Be polite. There's a lot of B's. Those don't have two E's on it. So now you know about our logo. And I got through my cup of coffee. Have a fantastic day. Write, text, call. I'm there for you. I'm there for the world. It's a lot of work, but it's fun. It's not work when you're... See, work isn't work when you're having fun doing it. Again, the secret to happiness. Jump out of bed in the morning, looking forward to your day. Looking forward to meeting new people and learning new things. If you're not using your phone to Google a question, you're not learning every day. 20 times a day you should ask your phone something you don't know. By the way, the other day I was told that in Africa, they don't have a lot of phones and they need computers and they need education. I thought of a device and I want you guys to share this with the world because I love giving away my fantastic ideas. How about a device that's like a phone, but it doesn't have a camera? It's like it doesn't have, the phone mechanism, and it doesn't have a camera. All its function is to go under the Wi-Fi, because the world will be covered with Wi-Fi, and be a voice-activated Google. So you open your device and say, what's the capital of Zimbabwe? In a millisecond, you have the answer. So this is your education. This is their education. This is the poor people's education. A device that will answer all your questions. What is 5 times 3,874? There's your answer. Voice activated. You don't need to type. So it's a little device that's just voice activated, which we have today, that's connected to the internet, which we have today, it's connected to Google, which we have today, that answers all your questions. It's got to be very inexpensive. So let's get an investor together to call it the fantastic answer, something like that. And I've got lots of these, everybody. Thanks for your time, because all we have is time. And thank you for sharing your time with this Be Fantastic.
Welcome to the Be Fantastic channel, where you will find many fantastic interviews with amazing people.
Visit the top world museums,
Incredible zoos,
beautiful national parks.
special events and much more.
These videos are designed to educate,
Inspire.
motivate, and entertain you.
We hope you will enjoy them.
Join the Be Fantastic philosophy.
Please subscribe.
Like and share.
Overpopulated cities around the world have caused people to become a greedy, selfish, and litigious society. Would you like to be happier, live longer, never be forgotten, and help make the world a kinder, more civil place? It's actually easier than you think. Every day you're asked, how are you? Instead of saying good, say I am fantastic. It will make you look better, feel great, and reduce your stress. Making the world a better place starts with each person. Please join the Be Fantastic movement today. What you want to be, you can be. Be fantastic.